When you're ranked in the top 5, your very existence is a cauldron of pressure. And that is ratcheted up when you go on the road. And this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the Woodshed, East Lansing, Michigan. Spartan Stadium on the banks of the Red Cedar and home to Michigan State. As we'll see, a playoff team from last year, the Michigan Wolverines, taking on the 23rd ranked team in the land, the Michigan State Spartans. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. And the Wolverines will kick it off to get us underway. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the Michigan State Spartans offense will have the ball first. The Wolverines often look at this rivalry as their birthright to win, and boy, did they put the hammer down in a blowout last year.
Yeah, and you heard a lot of hail to the victors, and you heard a lot about little brother, and a lot of shots throughout this last year about how Michigan is the program in the state. They are the brand. And Michigan State has heard that, Palmer, a ton.
And that's just been a narrative that we've heard throughout the years, too. And it's something that people love talking about in Ann Arbor is that they are the dominant team. And it's not even close in this in-state rival. Michigan State's got to do something to flip the script. If they want their program to reach the consistency that Michigan has, they've got to recruit better. And a big way in doing that is winning this game.
To throw, it's Childs. Here's a heat. Grabbed over the middle. It's Marsh. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Leaves it with the back. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going, handing the ball off.
Finds his big tight end, and he'll be smacked to the ground. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? You know, the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. And really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup. So which team can control their emotions, I think, goes a long way in who wins this one.
And the punt hits ground at the 2 and goes into the end zone. He just missed, hitting them right in the shadow of the goalpost. It'll come out to the 20. So Michigan's offense will try to get something going with their first possession. And last week, you want to talk about a guy using every tool in the bag from the running back position. David, this guy did it.
He was a monster. And I think when you turned on the tape this week, you saw it, man. So many different ways he can hurt you, and he could be a focal point of this offense. The defense, they know well and good of what happened last week. And their first objective this week, Palmer, is to stop that dude.
Yeah, they know the entire offense goes through him. All week long, they've been stressing tackling, staying in your gaps, winning at the point of attack, getting as many hats to the football as humanly possible, because you can't shut this guy down. You can only hope to contain him, but what a challenge this defense faces today.
On the move to his left. The throw. Pulls it in. It's Morgan. He'll go out of bounds right at the 40-yard line as this offense continues to show great patience. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Handoff to the lone back. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. The Wolverines are marching down the field. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Fires to the wideout. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hand. The emotions and energy figure to be high all day, guys, because of what's at stake this late in the season. Really a must-win for both teams.
These are the ones that get your blood moving, Reese. You get jacked up, man. We don't have to say anything in the locker room, give these big speeches. You know what's at stake, Jesse. You're ready to rock and roll. This is when you prove you're the big dog.
Which is pretty cool, too, because it's been a long season. And these teams obviously are both physically and mentally tired. But you're right. For this kind of game, this is the one you circled at the start of the year. You knew that this was going to matter. There was going to be a lot on the line. Now it's time to go out and prove you're the better team.
They'll try the run. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Wolverines can really attack on this second and short. To the air. It's Underwood. Quickly complete. Turning it on. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it first and goal. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the...
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Wolverines.
The offense goes as he goes, so really no surprise on the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He showed you all of his ability on that TD.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Freeman. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. They'll move the tight end. The give on the option. And he runs into a wall. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. They'll move the wide receiver. Looking for room. It's Ray. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Let's talk a bit about Michigan State. As most everyone knows by now, one of the top disruptors on defense in the country, 5-star defensive lineman, and they got him with a huge verbal commitment last week. What's that going to do for them?
I mean, the excitement level through the roof. Getting a guy like that you know is plug and play. I mean, big, strong, athletic, makes your defensive line formidable right away. The recruiting class, they just gained some serious momentum.
Back to pass, it's Childs. That's caught. It's Collier. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks.
Yeah, when you get that man coverage, most people are taught to have inside leverage. So that out route's there if your QB can put some air on it and throw it outside of the guy. But tight coverage, but a really nice...
Into the secondary on the right. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Spartans will have it 1st and 10. Give to the running back. And they make the tackle, but the official has tossed his flag. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. First thing you want to do if you're in a hole is stop digging. It's 1st and 20. The RPO, fire complete to the left. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Offense gets set for 2nd down. They'll run play action. Fires to the tight end. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. It's a makeable field goal from the 29-yard line. Let's see how aggressive they are on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Got it in the middle, it's Collier. Touchdown, Michigan State! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Dynamite matchup today, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Notre Dame has the lead currently, but it hasn't come easy for the Golden Domers. They're in a tight one right now. They're up by 4 over Syracuse. We are the eyes and ears of the college football fan, and we've got you covered all day here in studio, guys.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And that's a really good job by this defense. Complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
Entertaining first quarter, and we are all locked up after one as we take a quick look at some stats. First play of the period, 1st down here. Looking to throw, it's Underwood. Finds his man, it's Haynes. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the 1st down on the throw and catch.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, he was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the foot.
Oh, he's got some space. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31, and a big pickup on that one. With a 1st down, they'll snap it from the 32. Here's a quick throw out to the left. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the 1st down. Guys, let's chat about Michigan. Really good win on the recruiting trail last week. Got a commitment from a 4-star linebacker.
He's going to help them out a lot because of his speed. He simply has things you can't coach from the linebacker position, so he's a...
Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Michigan. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead.
This defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed. They have got to be better close to the line of scrimmage.
Let's see what he can do with the return. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Caught behind the line. It's Ray. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over it. And the Spartans now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Wants to go up top. Just a short pass to the tight end. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. 3rd and 10, still backed up inside their own 20. This drive hasn't really gotten started. To the air, it's Childs. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. The Spartans will call on their punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. No fair catches here, looking for room. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. They'll get this drive started from their own 45-yard line. The give to the tailback. He's piled up 97 yards rushing, and that should be no surprise. He's been among the nation's elite all season. The Wolverines in a good spot here with second and short. Finds his man. It's Cleescorn. Crosses the 35. Out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play. Spotted at the 32.
And that's why play action is going to be big in this game. You saw how it just frees the second level of that defense just for a second and allowed the tight end to work himself vertically down the field. But how about this guy after the catch, right? So hard to bring down. What a weapon.
Let's take a minute to talk about Michigan. With just a few games remaining, they're atop the conference standings. Jesse, how hard is it not to look ahead at this point?
Really, really hard because everybody...
Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
Really good play by this defense, and you know exactly what you're getting with this guy, man. He is electric. He is dynamic. He'll make plays, so you got to do a good job of containing him in the pocket. And when he starts to scramble, chase from one side. Don't overlap with another guy. Nice job by the defense.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down.
Great job by the defense dialing out some pressure on third down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
No surprise to see the special teams, but you thought it might be the punter instead. Here comes the field goal kicker. And that is no good. And the margin is still 7 after the miss, guys. Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. The give to the right. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they've built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
With the catch, it's McCray. Bounced off his feet.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a bit...
And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. And the Spartans will line up to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one.
Now, you talk about a sideline that was jacked up, excited for the big punt return. And then, man, he makes the big mistake, puts it on the deck, and the momentum goes shifted right back to the other side.
They'll dial up the run on first and goal. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Looking downfield, it's Childs. Gets it out fast. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Spartans! The extra point here would tie the game.
And I like this offense. They didn't panic. A lot of times you see offenses panic and want to get back in it when they're down really quickly, and they force the issue. They stayed patient. They stayed within themselves, and we're an extra point away from being a tied football game.
Guys, these two have been showing contempt and disdain for each other for more than a century. First meeting back in 1898.
Yeah, and my goodness, you think about all the years, all the plays. You think about Mike Hart a few years ago. What was he talking about? Little brother. That stung Michigan State so bad. The hatred for each other is what makes this game so fun to follow every single year.
And I always feel in this game specifically between Michigan and Michigan State, it's the big-time players and the Heisman candidates that have always stepped up and made big plays. So I can't wait to see what the best players in this game are ready to do.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. The clock winds down to 2 minutes, and we will take a pause for the 2-minute timeout. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Back to pass. That's caught. It's Stewart. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
You got to give the O-line a lot of credit there because it gave the receiver time to work all the way across the field on the drag route against zone coverage. Quarterback gets...
There he goes. And he'll ramble to the 30 4 before he's finally knocked down.
Love the route there by the tight end in man-to-man coverage. He's able to separate from the defender, and then once he has the ball, he's able to rip through the tackle and go get more yards.
Dropping back, it's Underwood. Catch in the middle, it's Haynes.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
And the Wolverines can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. From the gun, the running back looking for room. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. Remember, they missed a field goal on their last drive, but at the very least, they need to get back in field goal range here on third down. He did not make it a stone wall on third down. Referee signals timeout as the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Thought maybe they would consider the field goal here, but the offense is staying out there on fourth down. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. Touchdown Wolverines. Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be concerned. If we're a little bit down, listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
Back to throw, it's Childs. Pocket breaking down. Defense was swarming around this quarterback, and he never had a chance to get it off. And down he goes, and we will head to halftime. The Spartans will line up to kick off and start the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He gets a block. He's got an alley. Wide open, and it's a foot race. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. Sparty has stretched out this lead, guys, and they can almost taste showing off that Paul Bunyan trophy.
And imagine the Spartan fans right now just going bananas. Go green, go white. Talking about Michigan all year long. They win so many games. Poor old Michigan State. And what are they doing? Taking care of business.
Yeah, no doubt. They're the school here in state that's usually playing with a chip on their shoulder. They don't recruit as well as Michigan. Michigan's had more success in conference play in recent years, but Michigan State showed up. They look like the big brother in this game.
Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Starts a drive trying to go up top. They've got the screen set up. Hard running there.
And this offense, I think, will do a good job in this game divvying up the football and distributing it to different guys in the passing game. It won't just be receivers. It's not going to be tight ends. This running back, he's a weapon, too, after he catches it. You saw it right there.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Parachek. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. And the Spartans moving quickly to the line. Out of the gun to give to the back. Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Paul Bunyan, a huge part of trophies in the Big Ten. He's got an axe. He's got this trophy. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and then can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play-action attempt.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. quickly out to the tight end. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. The Spartans will bring the punt team onto the field.
On to kick it away.
Hauls it in and looking upfield. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. They'll get this drive started from the 29. From the gun, running back on the move. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. Looking downfield, it's Underwood. Makes the grab, it's Haynes. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. The old saying is, you'll never go broke taking a profit. No matter how small, just keep building up the bank account.
And when the defense wants to drop back and not give up those big plays, a lot of times they're going to force you to be patient. And when you show them you can do that, it'll pay dividends in the long run.
Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one. The Wolverines will snap it on 1st and 10. Still looking on the move. He'll pull it down and run. Out of bounds at the 24-yard line after the huge pickup. Inside the 25, they'll snap it from the 24, 1st down. Rushes on him. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
This defense continues to do a great job of not letting a great athlete at quarterback make big plays on them. Great job pursuing him, keeping him in that cage, not letting him get out in the open field because we know he can do some damage. Nice job by this defense so far.
Sparty and nearly 75,000 of his closest friends pegging the decibel meter on 3rd down. Quickly to the tight end. Gets it inside the 10, out of bounds at the 9 after the big pickup on that one.
And it's on 3rd downs like this, if you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. He'll be forced out of bounds, and they're stubborn with this running game in the red zone.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, David. It puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
Touchdown, Michigan! And they take it in for 6 more points. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance. The Wolverines have a nice little cushion in that Paul Bunyan trophy almost within their grasp.
Sparty can't quit, though. This game means too much. In the rivalry, in the conference play, in recruiting, Sparty now has to dig deep, and they've got to fight back. Just takes one play, Dave.
Yeah, and these guys are a bunch of underdog guys, right? These guys are the ones that are talked about in this rivalry as inferior to Michigan all the time. You got a chance to keep fighting, showing what's inside your chest.
He'll keep it himself. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Got nothing on 1st down. Now 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Grabs behind the line. It's Collier. And good coverage by the defense. Just a short gain.
Defense, man, it helps you a lot when you can be a linebacker or a corner or safety, anybody, and you see the QB throw the football. Now I can break on the football right away and limit gains like right here on this play.
Snagged in the middle, it's McCray. And boy, is he close to that 1st down, maybe just a couple of inches short. And the Spartans will punt this one away. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. He'll field the punt and see what he can get. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. That last drive, an absolute aerial aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
It was a nice job in play calling too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front seven tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
And the misconnection on the first attempt, see if he gets a little looser. And the Wolverines line up to punt it away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Might have thought he'd want to try to pick up a few yards there, but he's content with making the fair catch right around the 35-yard line. Opening play of this drive comes from the 34. Off the play fake on first down, the throw. Ball bounced right to him, and he's on the move.
Doesn't it always seem like that ball is on the ground for like 30 seconds? You got 17 guys running at it in slow motion. Like, I got to get the football. Offense, very lucky to get that football back.
Wants to throw. It's Childs. Boy, that was a precision play all the way around. Throw, catch, tackle, bang, bang, bang.
Yeah, you throw a little hitch route. Nice job getting the ball out of his hands quickly. Wide receiver, quarterback. Nice job being on the same page. Nice completion, nice catch.
On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. He's going to run it. Man, he was going to get his jaw jacked. He got down just in time. The Spartans will send out the punt unit. Man, these guys have been busy. Sixth punt of the day. He'll try to field the punt and bring it back. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. First snap of this drive comes from the 32. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. They stop him cold. Maybe gets a yard to the 34. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. So the final period starts with a second down play. He's got it again. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. The Wolverines come to the line on third and short, looking to keep this drive moving. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on third down. Punt is in the air on fourth down. Here's the fair catch, and he'll make it close to the 20-yard line. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Back to throw, it's Childs. Not in lockstep there with the receiver.
At this point in the game in the fourth quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
It's always interesting how people handle late games. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. Fourth down attempt comes. They got him for the sack, and that'll be a turnover on downs.
There's not many play calls on the sheet to score a bunch of points really quickly, so you got to go for it here. I like the aggressiveness, but this offense continues to miss the mark, and they just got to score more points. They got to do better. Right, Palmer? That's expert analysis. They got to do better.
Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines! Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board. They extend this fourth quarter lead, and now they are staring at a 7-game winning streak. They've extended this lead, guys, but sometimes in a rivalry game, you get down and you fight back that much harder.
Man, you've seen crazy comebacks and crazy swings of momentum in rivalry games. You just need that first thing to break your way, Paul.
I think it really comes down to their key playmakers, David. They can come back, but these guys need to take ownership. Now's the time. In this type of game, they have got to step up and start making plays.
Use the play fake, now to throw. Under fire. Look out, he's got room. Brought down at the 25 after he picked up 10. They'll snap it from the 25 here on first down. Going to the running game. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Power football with the run. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage, he'll lose a yard.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try.
Interception, and things are going from bad to worse. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. On the ground, it's Marshall. Breaks into the open. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. They knocked him down after the takeaway, and a big play for this defense. Oh, better look out. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. And the Spartans with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. The pull and throw off the RPO. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Just this side of midfield, the defense trying to rise up on 3rd and short from the 49. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. Leaves it with the running back. Fighting off the defender. And runs through another one. Touchdown, Sparty. He would not be denied.
Yeah, and listen, that is awesome to see the guys continue to fight, continue to keep competing because this game is over. Like, we don't need to fool y'all. We're not trying to get y'all to stick around and improve ratings. Like, the game's over, but you're continuing to fight. You powered in for the touchdown and show your kids that we're going to always fight no matter what the score is.
Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. They want that clock to run. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock.
Turning it on! Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
Yeah, it's make or break time for this defense. Now, they got to get a stop, and if that's bringing more bodies in, bringing more beef in, they're running the football right up the gut, right at you. They're not going to throw the football in this situation. Time to be more physical and get this big stop.
They go to the ground. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
The run to the left. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues.
And there's nothing more frustrating than when you get late in the game and you know they're running the football and you don't stop them. It's been that kind of day for this defense. They haven't played well. They're going to have to go to the well. They're going to have to figure some things out. Practice this week, I can promise you, will not be a lot of fun with these coaches.
Now the pitch. And they just didn't get anybody on that defense out of position, and they will lose yardage on that one. So they'll send out the field goal unit. Smashes it between the uprights. And now the lead is extended a little further.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, fourth quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do is not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. This one has pretty much been a bludgeoning, but they'll try to finish with something positive late.
Well, they ran into a buzzsaw today, and I don't think it would matter what type of X's and O's they're out there executing, David. Jimmy's and the Joes, they're just not as good as the opponent today.
And as an athlete, it sometimes hits you in the face and it stinks, but you're not good enough. And today they were not good enough. And I'm going to do the best I can to try to flush this down the toilet, not remember it, forget it, move on for the next game. Maybe something right here I can create positive that carries over to practice and maybe next week.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Scanning the field, it's Childs. He's got an open man. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. That kind of play will send a surge of energy through your offense. Now they've got it 1st and 10 inside the 40. Gets it to him on the screen. Oh, he's got some space. Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels. The Spartans will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Quick step and go. Timeout on the field and 4 ticks left to go.
Timeout, Michigan State.
And after this play, the cake will be baked. Looking to throw. Can't make the connection. Incomplete pass, and 1 second remains.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the foot.
To the end zone, and it's picked off. He's at the 50. Inside the 30. The 10. Touchdown, Michigan! How about this defense taking one back to the house? They put another one on the board here in the 4th quarter, and how about this team? Just a lone blemish on the resume and about to go to 10-1. Coming into this one, we wondered what